Hello everyone, welcome back to our movie recaps. We're here to bring you the most exciting movie stories of all time. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because one lucky subscriber could win a free scooter. Alright, no more waiting around, let's jump right into today's recaps.
Come on, slowly. No. Yeah?
A mecha dog was found in the garbage dump. He was covered in technology, though he usually seemed as clueless as a husky. In reality, he was a killing machine, crafted by an arms dealer, at the cost of 70 million. One day, motorcycle stuntman Jack was performing in the wild, preparing to shoot a short video and post it online. While taking a break, a wealthy friend nearby handed him a bottle of cheap mineral water, pretending to be friendly. Meanwhile, the richer's accomplices took the opportunity to fill Jack's fuel tank with beverages because Jack had recently defeated him in a motorcycle race, leaving the richer harboring resentment. Unaware, Jack took his helmet and throttled hard toward the steepest hill. Just as he soared into the air, the motorcycle lost control due to the lack of power, and both Jack and the bike tumbled down the hill. As Jack embarrassed himself in front of everyone, the richer recorded everything. Then they packed up and left in satisfaction. Jack struggled to sit up, watching them leave helplessly. He took off his helmet, his face filled with unwillingness. He emptied the beverages from the fuel tank and refilled it with gasoline, preparing to go home. However, the motorcycle, unreliable as it was, finally stopped at a wilderness junkyard. Helplessly, he had to stay there for the night. Meanwhile, at a nearby secret base, a mechanical dog secretly developed by the arms dealer escaped from the laboratory. Since it hadn't received authorization from the military, the person in charge dared not reveal the runaway mechanical dog and could only send out drones to search everywhere. The next day, while Jack was waiting for rescue, he suddenly heard strange noises coming from a container in the distance. He walked slowly towards it, picking up a stone from the ground and throwing it directly at the container out of curiosity. He opened the door and peered inside slowly, only to see a pair of glowing red eyes in the darkness. Jack turned and ran, riding his beloved little motorcycle for a long time before finally stopping. Driven by curiosity once again, Jack returned to investigate. However, at that moment, the mechanical dog suddenly charged at him from the hillside. Fortunately, Jack managed to dodge just in time and successfully avoided it. But the mechanical dog continued to chase him relentlessly. With his speed not being enough, Jack relied on maneuvering to evade it. He navigated through the complex terrain, easily dodging several attacks from the mechanical dog. Then, he throttled hard, using a landslide to attempt to cross over the mountain top. Unexpectedly, the mechanical dog was equipped with turbocharging and launched itself into the air with a sprint. Luckily, Jack made a sharp turn, landing safely, while the mechanical dog crashed heavily into the garbage dump. Jack gracefully halted his motorcycle, mustering courage, and cautiously approached. He saw the mecha dog pierced through by an iron rod. Kind-hearted Jack tried to calm it down and then removed the iron rod. Seeing that Jack meant no harm, the mechanical dog's eyes turned blue. It then sent a repair instruction to Jack's phone. Jack quickly dragged it into the container for repairs. To replace the damaged parts on the mecha dog, Jack dismantled his beloved motorcycle. After a night of maintenance, the mecha dog stood up once again. Then, Jack fed it gasoline, and the next moment, it happily acted like a husky. Meanwhile, the arms dealer was using drones to closely monitor their every move. By the way, if you enjoy our movie recaps, we're currently hosting a giveaway for our audience. We're excited to announce that a brand new scooter awaits one lucky subscriber. Don't miss out. Subscribe and follow us to stay tuned for more updates. This mecha dog was not simple at all. Not only was it filled with advanced technology, but its legs also had a powerful propulsion system. Whether running on the ground or flying in the sky, it moved smoothly. However, this dog, worth 70 million, was not a pet, but a killing machine manufactured by the arms dealer. However, this dangerous mechanical dog escaped from the laboratory. The arms dealer immediately dispatched drones to search everywhere. But when they found the mechanical dog, the once mighty and imposing creature had been trained by Jack into a silly dog. Now, its daily hobby was chasing Jack's motorcycle around or playing tug-of-war with Jack's girlfriend while driving. The arms dealer, witnessing this scene, deemed it a rare experimental opportunity and decided to let it stay with Jack for remote monitoring. However, it didn't take long for the mechanical dog to grow tired of this life. Jack decided to take it for a drive into the city. Along the way, they stopped at a gas station. Just as they were about to refuel, something strange happened. The mechanical dog lifted its head and directly hacked into the gas station system, filling the tank without spending a penny. Not only that, when it looked at the ATM machine, it made the machine spit out cash wildly. The two quickly left with handfuls of money. They arrived at an abandoned house in the suburbs, where Jack's girlfriend began painting on the wall. Seeing this, the mechanical dog also released a laser and traced over the artwork. At that moment, the feathers drawn by Jack's girlfriend unexpectedly activated the mechanical dog's hidden data. After reviewing the data, Jack realized that this mechanical dog was actually a killing machine developed by the arms dealer. Not only did it have a powerful sensing system, but it also had biological pairing technology on its head. Just by placing his ring finger on it, he would successfully pair with Jack. Just then, Richard came back on his motorcycle, looking for trouble again. Without a word, he swung his fist towards Jack. Seeing this, the mechanical dog rushed out and knocked him down, dragging Richard all the way to Jack's side. Jack, fearing that the mechanical dog would lose control, ordered it to deactivate its aggressive mode. However, the mechanical dog saw him as its protected target. That night, while Jack and the mechanical dog were away, Richard and his gang cornered the mechanical dog in a dead-end alley. They poured gasoline on the ground. Despite seeing this, the mechanical dog still remembered Jack's command, so when they pulled out flamethrowers, it didn't resist. On the other side, Jack received an alert from the identification device, but by the time they arrived, the mechanical dog had been burnt into scrap iron. Nevertheless, with its last bit of strength, it sent them an address. Jack and his girlfriend immediately drove to the location. Jack wiped off the burnt stains from its body and made some minor repairs to the wiring. Finally, the mechanical dog returned to normal, but it would take 2.5 hours to reboot the system. Meanwhile, the arms dealer, upon noticing the anomaly, immediately dispatched mercenaries to retrieve the mechanical dog. It didn't take long for the mercenaries to locate its position. Just as they were about to take it away, Jack created a distraction to attract their attention. The next moment, the system completed its reboot. The mechanical dog rammed into the mercenaries, knocking them down, and then dashed out of the gate. Its mission was clear: to seek revenge on the wealthy men who had harmed it. The mechanical dog quickly locked onto its targets. Sensing something amiss, one of the men looked up just in time to see the mechanical dog on the other side. He decisively drove away, but the mechanical dog didn't attack. Instead, it followed them closely. Later, the wealthy men held a wild party in the wilderness. Suddenly, the photographer noticed something, and everyone turned to look. They saw the mechanical dog standing on top of a camper, staring coldly at them. Terrified, they fled in panic, but their target stayed hidden under the car. The mechanical dog leaped into the vehicle and launched a frenzied attack, aiming to kill him with every blow. The wealthy men seized the opportunity to escape and grabbed flamethrowers to resist. The mechanical dog, feeling a bit afraid, hesitated to approach, but the flamethrowers soon ran out of fuel. Fortunately, just in time, Jack arrived and calmed it down. However, at that moment, a swarm of drones flew in from the distance, attaching themselves one by one to the mechanical dog and releasing powerful electrical energy, instantly paralyzing it and rendering it defenseless. Jack wanted to help, but was captured by the mercenaries. When Jack woke up again, he found himself tied to a pillar, with the mecha dog standing motionless in the distance. It turned out that the arms dealer had forcefully controlled its actions and imprisoned Jack's girlfriend in an electronic cage, threatening Jack to surrender the fingerprint recognizer. At that moment, Jack's girlfriend drew the shape of feathers in the air, awakening the sealed memory data of the mechanical dog. Seeing the situation getting out of control, the arms dealer fled, and the military, upon receiving the news, arrived promptly and surrounded the entire secret base. Jack had no choice but to have his girlfriend pretend to surrender to attract the attention of the authorities. Then, he and the mecha dog broke through the encirclement together, heading into the wilderness. They fled ahead, while helicopters chased behind. As the mecha dog scanned the terrain, Jack accidentally rolled down a hill, fracturing his arm and unable to continue. Jack shouted for the dog to run ahead. Though it was reluctant, it obeyed the command. Just then, the military dispatched a large number of drones again. As the number of drones increased, the mecha dog system neared collapse, but it continued to run until it reached a safe distance. It turned back to look at Jack in the distance and activate the self-destruct program. With a final bang, the mecha dog turned into ash, leaving Jack standing there in sorrow. To commemorate the mechanical dog, they adopted a real husky and started a new life. On that day, both of their phones received a message simultaneously. The mechanical dog had reconstructed its body. This meant that they would meet again in the near future, and thus, today's story comes to an end.
That's right. Friends don't buy friends, okay? What? You wanna play? Alright, let's go.